A new survey suggests that 28% of Canadians consider artificial intelligence systems like ChatGPT reliable sources of information. The annual Can Trust Index, published by Proof Strategies, found 41% of Generation Z Canadians, those born between 1997 and 2012, reported a high level of trust in search results from AI systems. Matt Dube, vice president of Get Proof, joined us for more on the survey.
I think there's a few things that we observed this year, and it's one of the great things about CanTrust is we've been doing it for 10 years now, so we have some year-to-year trends, and even on AI, we can compare going back to last year in 2024 and then back to 2023. So the first big trend that we've observed with AI is there's been a fair decrease in trust overall in AI, and I think that that's something that's notable. It's something that we've seen happen over the last 2 years. I think that's partly explained by the fact that, we're hearing more about it in the news. There's more scrutiny put on some of the perhaps failings of the systems. But the flip side is that there's a lot to be, excited about and optimistic about. There's clearly a generational divide, as you mentioned. So Gen Z, the most trusting, millennials somewhere in the middle, and then obviously as you get older, baby boomers and beyond, you're looking at the lowest levels of trust in AI. So that's definitely an interesting observation as well. And one that I like to talk about that's perhaps unsurprising, but that's nevertheless notable is the trust levels from users and non-users. So if you look at, for example, we have data on trust in AI for consumer experience to improve consumer experience. Users see that have that trust level at 60 or 59, if you want to be specific. Non-users are at 12. And we see that same trend in the overall use of artificial intelligence. And so I think one of the takeaways from that is, seeing is believing, right? There's a comfort level that exists for those who have begun using the different tools and platforms, and perhaps some skepticism from those who haven't. The flip side, perhaps, that you could say there is you could wonder also how the ease with which folks get bought in. Perhaps there's not enough skepticism from existing users of AI. And that's definitely sort of the devil's advocate point that can be made when it comes to existing users. The other thing, one last point I'll just mention, and for this answer is just in terms of industry specific expectations that I thought was really interesting. So we measured trust in AI to support specific industries or sectors. So we really saw a wide range of trust levels. So I'll give you one example, retail. In 2024, the trust level was at 22. This year it's at 39. So a big jump in a positive direction. On the flip side, it's a modest decrease, but it's a decrease nonetheless. News media reporting at Trust in AI supporting that industry has gone from 32 to 29. Very modest, not looking at a huge gap there, but nevertheless, I think what that tells you is that these brick and mortar uses, like a retail experience, for example, how is it impacting your online shopping or searching for something you want to buy? Versus summarizing of news alerts, right? We've seen some infamous examples recently of where that's been a problem. I think Apple ran into some trouble there where they had a news alert that didn't actually reflect what was in the story. So you're kind of seeing some shifting sands a little bit as Canadians get used to AI and how it might apply.